Hi there, my name is Lori Fredrich, and I'm the dining editor at On Milwaukee. And today I'm here to read you one of my all-time favorite books. It's called The Paperbag Princess by Robert Munsch. Let's get started. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a beautiful castle, and she had all sorts of expensive, beautiful princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince. His name was Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon came along and he smashed her castle. He burned up all of her beautiful clothes with his fiery breath, and he carried off Prince Ronald. Oh no! Well, Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon, and she was going to get Ronald back. So she looked everywhere for something to wear. But the only thing that she could find that the dragon hadn't burnt up was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag, and she followed the dragon. He was pretty easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and old horse bones in his wake. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave. It had a very large door with a huge knocker on it. She took the knocker and she banged on the door. The dragon stuck his head out of the door and said,
Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. So I am a very busy dragon. Please come back tomorrow.
And he slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth was determined. She grabbed the knocker again and she banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door.
Go away, he said. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten an entire castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow.
But wait, Elizabeth shouted. Is it true that you are the smartest and the fiercest dragon in all of the whole world?
Why, yes, said the dragon.
Is it true, said Elizabeth, that you can burn up entire forests with your fiery breath?
Oh, yes, said the dragon.
And he took one huge deep breath and he breathed out so much fire that it burned up 50 whole forests. Wow. That's fantastic, said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath, and then he breathed out so much fire that it burnt up 100 forests. Magnificent, said Elizabeth. And then the dragon took another breath, and a huge breath, and this time, nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fiery breath left to cook a little meatball. Elizabeth said, Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the entire world in just 10 seconds?
Why, yes, said the dragon,
very proud of himself. And he jumped up and he flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back. But Elizabeth shouted, Well, that's fantastic. Do it again. So the dragon jumped up and he flew around the entire world. This time it took him about 20 seconds. He's getting pretty tired. When he got back, he was so tired he couldn't even talk. So he laid down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." But the dragon didn't move at all. So she lifted up the dragon's ear, and she put her head way inside his ear. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" But the dragon was so tired that he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the top of the dragon, and she opened the door to his cave. Guess what she's going to find inside? And look! There was Prince Ronald inside the cave. He looked right at her and he said,
"Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes. Your hair is all tangled up, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Ugh. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess." That's rude.
So Elizabeth responded, "Ronald," she said, "your clothes are really, really pretty, and your hair is very neat, and you look like a real prince on the outside, but you are really just a big bum." They didn't get married after all. And that's the end. This book is a really, really great reminder that it's not about the fancy clothes we're wearing on the outside, our sparkly princess clothes, or our fancy prince wear. It's not about any of that. It's about who we are on the inside. And it's about how kind we are to one another. So the next time you go out into the world, remember that. You can't judge a book by its cover, and you can't judge the people around you by what they're wearing.